Yo, what is up, everyone? How are you guys doing? Welcome to the Sunday stream. I've been recently having this thought of the Sunday stream kind of being like, you know how with like friends and stuff, like you just catch up over coffee and stuff. I had this vision of a Sunday stream being exactly like that, and it's been really, really liberating for me. It's been quite fun. I'm enjoying doing these streams, and I want to do a lot more of them too. But also from a productivity point of view, they're probably not the most productive thing, to be honest with you. So there's that. Some things I need to do before I get started is actually I need to set a thumbnail. So that's not so fun. So let's open up my preview. And one annoying thing about YouTube these days is like, it's not annoying, but it was always kind of the case where you pretty much need to have your file less than 2 megabytes. So I gotta just adjust that. I can show you like the behind the scenes. Probably I want to get it a little bit under. Thumbnail 11, 19, 20, 23. Wow, I can't believe it's almost the end of the year. So crazy. So let me just export this. I'll show you guys what is actually, I don't want to dock myself. Hold on. Let me make sure there's nothing too crazy here. And let's edit video really quickly. And let's upload. Oh shit. Let's upload a thumbnail. The non-sexy part of YouTube. I think this is the one. Yep, it's under 2 megabytes. So we're waiting for this to upload, and we are good to go. Anyways, for those that are listening who are catching this off stream, dude, comment how you're doing. What is something exciting that's going on in your life these days? This week, while I make my matcha, I went to Ohio, and that was really, really cool. I saw the F1 race with some of my old roommates, Ken and Joe and Hannah. That was really cool. And then I was supposed to see Metro Boomin last night, but that didn't really pan out because I couldn't get inside the venue. It was just so packed. So requested a refund there, but I was supposed to see Metro Boomin feature and all that. That was pretty cool. But yeah, like let's open the comments really, really quick. We got Seton in the house. What's going on? What up, my man? About to just chop it up with OG crew and kind of catch up on life, catch up on the week. It was really, really crazy. Like I have a lot of stories that I would like to share on the stream. Some of my adventures in Ohio, some of the adventures surprisingly going to like the F1 race and stuff. And I just bought this like new matcha from Trader Joe's. Probably gonna buy like a Jumbi matcha or something like that pretty soon. Just help out the friends and stuff and try out some new matcha companies. That'd be really cool. But just making some matcha and just sharing everything this week. Oh, we got PH Donnie. I'm at a shawarma shop, didn't bring my headphones, can't hear that well. Hey, thank you for your support. Really, really appreciate it. You guys coming through. Appreciate everyone that comes onto these. Something that I really, I've been talking to a lot of my friends. I hired a YouTube strategist recently. And one of the things that we were talking about, and with my other friend who's actually kind of going semi-viral on YouTube, is like, not necessarily chasing views and virality all the time, and having more in-depth, like deeper relationships. And that's something I've been thinking about a lot recently too, with my personal friend groups, with online relationships. More's not always better sometimes. I know that's freaking cliche as hell to hear, but it is so true. Sucks that you missed out on 21 and Metro, but they're always on tour. Yeah, it was actually Future. So Basically, what happened was like yesterday after a fight broke out. Basically, I couldn't enter the premise and stuff, and I think it was a fight. There was a shit ton of like cops out there, so I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. It's like all those events are pretty ratchet. But after going to like Travis Scott and Future and all that, I think kind of got it out of my system for a bit, where it's like it's back into focus and not grind mode, but focus, you know, intention, just working on my clients. I think on the last few streams I mentioned that I've been working with Aaliyah Doll on his high ticket sales funnel and stuff like that, and it's been really good, you know, really great conversations. Some people have bought, which is great for Ali and myself, but that's been really fun. I've been also hiring for the YouTube channel recently, so I hired trying out a strategist right now, hiring a editor, doing a thumbnail designer, all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see how all that pans out. Just thinking about how do I reinvest my energy, my capital back into the business to create better content. And I think a lot of the problems with this channel in particular, I won't call it problems, but some of the intentions I want to set is actually being more intentional with my content and pre-planning a lot more things where I can talk about and shoot videos only that I can do, things that no one else can do, you know. And I think that's a problem with YouTube, because something goes viral, we want to copy it, and everybody copies it, and like it's not original anymore. And that's something that I've been thinking a lot about, like what this channel means and stuff. So I've actually hired like a YouTuber who's been pretty successful. He's had his own stuff. He's watched my stuff. He's Asian. He watches the JK like ecosystem and all that. And yeah. Oh man, this is really, really good. I'm loving this matcha, dude. Like it's been good. I've been cheating though. I drank coffee this week because I was like really, really dying. But anyways, yeah. I want to talk to you guys about like, yeah, and feel free as I'm dropping my stories, and feel free to share what's good this week with y'all. So tell me something that is exciting. I'll share something that's exciting on my end. So I went to Ohio this week. My friend Eugene, you've probably seen him not extensively on the channel, but if you've been following me for the last year or two, you know that like I've been really into the Joe Dispenza stuff and the spiritual work and deeper work and stuff, and that's been very, very eye-opening for me. It's been very liberating for me too, and it's been quite nice. Anyways, he was doing a corporate talk over in Cleveland, Ohio, and he was like, "Hey Kevin, do you want to come with me? I'll pay for everything. We can just hang out, and then you can just shoot some content for me." And I was like, "Cool, let's do it." So I went over to Cleveland. Funny thing about Cleveland, there is no kind of sucks. Like there's very few direct flights to Ohio cities. Usually it's a layover and stuff. And I was like telling my friend Eugene, I was like, dude, I definitely don't want a layover, but the only option that we had was my favorite airline, Frontier, which is a discount airline. And man, this airline is ratchet as hell, right? Like you got the airline attendants pitching, like pretty much it felt like a ClickFunnels webinar, like just sitting through that shit, and he's trying to make it comedic and stuff, but they're trying to pitch their credit cards. There's like people who like wouldn't sit down. There are people that be almost like fighting and argumentative with like the like what do they call them? Airline attendant, flight attendant. Sorry, I just blanked out. It was like really, really ratchet, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta deal with this. But both times I got really, really lucky. There was no one next to me, so the middle seat was just open, which was really, really cool. Thank God. But I didn't realize you can't recline your chair back too. So, anyways, I get to Ohio. I see my friend. We go out for dinner. This event was actually sponsored by Cox, the internet company. I met their sales team. I met like the people that invited us. We had a bougie ass dinner, steak dinner, which was really, really nice. I enjoyed that quite a bit. It was really, really nice. But yeah, like it was kind of cool because like during that dinner, I got to share kind of my world with like the corporate world and sharing the views on how I use AI for the sales teams that I'm on, how I'm doing YouTube, how like I'm doing remote sales and the psychology behind sales between implicit and explicit communication. And it was really, really cool. So I got to hang out with them, exchange Instagrams with one of my guys, talking about remote sales. He's like, what the fuck? This is so crazy. And so we also had the steak was all right, but the highlight of the trip was honestly, like there's this place in Cleveland called Mitchell's Ice Cream. It's only in Cleveland, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But what was really cool about it was like their ice cream. And I was asking some of the locals, I'm like, bro, this ice cream, the mouthfeel, the creaminess, the texture was like perfect. The first night I had like cookie dough and it was amazing. And I was asking them, I'm like, dude, why is this ice cream so lit? And they were like, oh yeah, like it's because we have a lot of Amish out here, and they really take pride in a lot of their dairy, and Mitchell's is all organic, kosher, all that sort of stuff too, or whatever. I don't know. But that was really, really cool. And so the next day we go to the event, I shoot the event. And then I talked more to the sales teams guys, and they want to stay in touch, and I might get a corporate like advisory gig out of it too, which is really cool. And I just met some friends. And all while this is happening, I'm like helping Ali with his stuff. I'm like interviewing editors and strategists for this channel. I feel really, really good about everything. It's been very, very exhausting though these last 2 weeks for me, just because I don't know. I feel like I'm doing a lot, but like it's not like a lot every single day. But in terms of strategy and brain power, it's been very, very exhausting and stuff too. But it's like it's good, you know. Like I just have to balance my energy a little bit more. I've been really focused on since coming back. I've been really focused on health, dieting, optimizing my sleep. I bought like almost a few hundred, no, not a few hundred, but probably like 100 or two, just on like sleep pillows and weighted blankets and blackout blindfolds with like essential oil things and all that sort of stuff, and sleep supplements. I was following Hormozy's sleep schedule and stuff too. That was really, really cool. And I just realized I was having really bad early morning insomnia in Ohio, and I would wake up at like 1 or 2 p.m. and it would just be I'd be so exhausted and tired all the time. So when I came back here to Vegas, I really wanted to make sure that I slept intentionally and stuff too. So that was my Ohio trip. It was cool. I ate some like a lot of fast food, which probably wasn't good. I ate like a bunch of Shake Shack. It's one of my favorite places other than In-N-Out. I love In-N-Out. But I was eating a lot of Shake Shack. I ate some Chick-fil-A. They have this new pomelo like honey like sandwich I tried, which was alright. But it's good to be back. Like honestly, you know what no one talks about with traveling, like being a digital nomad, is like your productivity takes a hit whenever you travel. If you're not in one place, it will tank your productivity. And so yeah, I just like being back home for a bit, just focusing on the mastermind sales page, just hiring out the rest of the roles and all that, and just doing my thing with Ali and the team. It's really, really cool. So yeah, at least it wasn't Spirit Airlines. Spirit's pretty bad too in terms of discounted things, but I was talking to my friend Joe yesterday, and he was just mentioning that that like he takes Spirit to LA to Burbank all the time. It's only like a $20 ride one way from Vegas, and just bring your backpack and you can just shove everything in there and you're good to go. And so I might do that a lot more, honestly, knowing that it's so cheap. Like why not, you know? And I don't really bring that much, like unless I bring my cameras or bring some heavy duty stuff. Like it's cool. I think I can do that and just like Uber around and stuff, or just like hang out with my friend Jason's place, and just like I'm so grateful that I have someone like Jason, where I can just like crash at his place and stuff, or my friend Jenny, where I can crash at her place when I'm back in LA. It's really, really nice. So very grateful of all the friends I've just like made over the years and stuff too. So yeah. By the way, did anybody see F1, by the way, like this yesterday? It was actually really, really cool. I got a cool story about that in a bit, but let me read the comments. Is it worth visiting Ohio? So, funny thing about Ohio, it wasn't as boring as I thought it would be, right? Like, you know, you hear Ohio and you hear people talk trash about Ohio and people doing a lot of drugs in Ohio, but like, honestly, it was pretty chill. It was kind of gave me like kind of the Boston feel with like the downtown LA type of vibe too, because there's some like not aggressive homeless people. They're actually really, really friendly. A lot of homeless people asking for money on the streets and stuff, and yeah, that was interesting. Also, like, I was like, man, there's also a lot of black people in Cleveland, right? I looked up the ratio and it's like 47.8 black people, and then white was like 39, so it's majority black, and then there's like 2% Asian or 2.5% Asian. It was really crazy. I don't know how accurate those was, but I was like, I kind of got the Atlanta vibe, like of like the ratios and stuff. It was really interesting. And but like I would go back again, like if I just needed a quick place to escape and want to go into like a flat middle nowhere type of thing. Not my primary choice, but you're not that far away from like Toronto. You're not that far away from other cities. Apparently it's near the Great Lakes. I didn't even know that. That's how bad my geography of like US geography of like the Midwest is. Really, really crazy. And then they have a lot of cool spots. Like you can tell some spots are like really popping because there was like this new arcade bar type of thing, and they're building up like luxury apartments, and they're like, oh my god, did you know that like they're building these like malls and like outdoor malls with people living on top? And I was like, that's pretty common, but apparently that's just happening in Ohio. There's people with like, there's this one guy I met, he had like 300 square feet of like 300 acres of pure land. And that just blew my mind. I was like, people actually have that much room? I was like, that's crazy. And then, yeah, even at the arcade bar that we went to, me and Eugene, we were playing Turtles in Time and all that, and they just had unlimited play. And I was like, oh, that's really, really cool. Like, not too many places have unlimited play, you know, where you can just like keep on playing. Of course, some of the arcade stuff wasn't as sensitive and it kind of broke a little bit, but that was really, really chill. I think it was called 16-bit or something like that. We had some really lit ass barbecue there, Mabel's Barbecue. I think that's like, I think I saw that in like Vegas too, but I wasn't quite sure. So that was really, really good. And then yeah, just like, and then we went to Mitchell's Ice Cream again, dog. It was so bad. I ate ice cream like 2 days in a row, and but it was really, really good. Like we had this berry crumbler type of thing, and then we had this brownie like caramel thing. That one was okay, but the cookie dough and like the berry crumbler thing were amazing, and the texture of the ice cream, the mouthfeel, it was like perfect. Really, really enjoyed it. Shit, my camera's been going in and out recently. Cool, just adjusted. Bought a new camera this week too. I bought the Pocket 3 DJI by DJI. Has a mini gimbal. Really excited for that if you guys are into cameras. And I'm probably gonna buy a few more cameras maybe by the end of the year. I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna sell some of my existing camera gear because some of it is quite old, and I want to level up the production even more, even though I don't think we really need to update the production. I'll think about it. I think it's more important to invest into people. So I'm just speaking out loud. But yeah, that's kind of like the weekend in Ohio, which was really, really, really cool. For those that are just joining, like what's cool this week for you guys? Let me share the F1 story too. So I don't know if you guys watch F1. I'm not really into F1 at all. But yesterday, so my friend Joe from JK is like in town, and so is Can. Can's actually helping out at the event, which was really, really cool. And so yesterday, Joe and I and Hannah had dinner together. We caught up in such a long time. It's really nice, you know, like, you know, I catch up with Joe and it just feels like old times again back at the house. It's just really, really fun. It's like we're the same people, but we're also different. I don't know if you guys understand that. Like, you know, like as you get older, you realize the core person never really changes, but then like, yet there's like growth in the projects we're doing, the things that we're doing. So we're just catching up. I was catching up on his life. I was telling him about my life, about like the mastermind and working with Ali and just building a team for my YouTube and just trying all these experimental things. And it was really, really cool. And then he told me that Ken was in town, and we started, and Ken actually had some friends who had a room where we could just see the F1 race like right below. It was really, really cool. To be honest, I'm not like a huge F1 fan, and like it was a whole thing super, super exciting. Not always, but it was just really interesting seeing people like the strategies used to take over people, the sparks, because the freaking Las Vegas like ground is so uneven. But that was really, really cool and super fun to just watching that and experiencing that with my old roommates. I'm actually probably grabbing dinner with Ken in a few hours, and then yeah, like that should be dope. And then I'm probably gonna go to the strip a bit early to get some work done. I need to get some thumbnails and titles kind of like finalized and stuff. I have a strategist and stuff that I've been working with too. You guys might know him. I don't know if I want to say his name on the stream or not, because I don't know if he wants to be a little bit more private. But yeah, it's been really, really cool. Let's see, what else? We're at like 20 minutes. Crazy. I feel like I've been nonstop talking at 20 minutes. And honestly, like with the streams, something I'm trying to figure out is like the most optimal time to do these streams, because sometimes like I do it at this time and it's like really, really popping. Sometimes I do it a little bit earlier and that's really, really popping. Yeah, it's just like in terms of other stuff, in terms of other stuff this week, when I went to dinner with Joe and Hannah and all that, we had some like fire ass Lao food. I don't know if you guys have ever had Lao food before, but it's kind of like Thai food almost, but like with a different taste. It's really, really interesting. It's like less sweet, I would say. And I was eating like, we ate this like crispy rice dish. We ate this like this Lao steak dish, which was really, really good. It was like a ribeye cooked perfectly, delicious. And then we had some other things too. Oh yeah, we almost had this like chow mein dish, but it's like a lot crispier and like wider noodles, but it has that similar gravy feel, which was like reminded me of home. So you can tell like there's like a bit of Thai, there's a bit of Chinese, there's a bit of everything in there. And it was my first time, I think, having Lao food before, and that was really, really good. If you guys have a Lao place, like, dude, I don't know. I think like, okay, here's my thought about like Southeast Asian places. Bro, they all know how to throw down in the kitchen. I think some of my favorite foods isn't Chinese. Japanese is pretty lit, Korean's pretty lit, but like, you know, Southeast Asian food is like really, really good. Like Thai, Viet, like those are some of my favorite cuisines, just because they're really, really simple. They're not super bougie, and then like it's so flavorful. I think Viet is probably my favorite, just because it's like it's kind of similar to Chinese, but like Chinese with a flair. Definitely, I think they use a lot more fish sauce than like my people do, but it's really, really fire. So I don't know. It's been nice. And then recently on the diet end, like since no one else is commenting, I might as well just go on with my life. I'll talk about like some other interesting things that happen in my life. Like I've been trying to optimize my sleep, optimize my health. I hired a jiu-jitsu coach recently. Another one, not Patrick. He's my boy, but he's all the way in LA. But I hired a private jiu-jitsu coach recently, and I'm going to be working with him. And I'm going to be working a lot on my health, getting walks in, getting optimal light in, and just like, you know, trying to be my like best version of myself. I felt like I was never quite ready until recently, but like right now everything just seems like in ultimate alignment, and I'm very, very happy how everything is going right now. Yeah, I've been actually eating carnivore of all things, eating like a lot of egg salads and ribeyes and all that. That's been really, really good, and I feel like my energy is coming back. So I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like for the first time, I was talking to my friend Jasmine before this call, and I was just telling her, I'll read the comments in a second. I was just telling her that first time in my life, I feel like I'm truly like, I'm thriving again, and I feel excited about like all the projects and things I'm working on, but yet it doesn't feel so overwhelming, and everything's kind of related holistically. But I'm like managing 3 projects. It's like my YouTube mastermind, my YouTube, and my high ticket sales advisory for creators, and that's been really, really good. Seton says, would you ever consider multi-streaming on other platforms like TikTok, Switch, Facebook, Twitch? I'm not against it, but it does eat up more internet bandwidth, and like at my place, we don't have like real fast internet. It's like relatively slow, so I can't multi-stream on different platforms, unfortunately. Maybe I could do it at like a Whole Foods, because that'd be a lot easier and stuff, and maybe I could do something like that. But streaming for me it's not a good growth medium, right? Like, for example, it's like really good for the diehard people who like actually like my content and want to watch it. And obviously that's been dwindling these days, unfortunately. Sad face. But it's okay. I mean, we're gonna get it back, you know? Like, I'm not worried about that. I mean, I know good people, I have good friends, and worst case scenario, like, I can always here, let me set this, sorry. I can always restart another channel, you know, and just start over. And I'm not scared of that. That's a last resort, you know? Like, I've been talking to a lot of YouTube strategists and stuff like that, and that is a strategy that I'm considering. So yeah. Via Food slaps BBH for life. Yeah. I think I'm a Bokha boy. Like, so do you guys know what Bokha is? Like, I don't know. I'm not Viet, so sorry if my accent is off, dog. But let's check this out. You guys see this? This is my favorite. It's better than pho. It's better than anything else. It's beef. It's beef stew and stuff by Viet people. You can have it like with the bread if you want. You can have it with like rice if you want. You can have it with like noodles and shit. Yeah, but this is like this is my favorite thing. I actually should probably copy this, right? And it's pretty simple recipe. I mean, like, you look at this. Let's look at this. Yeah, net carbs, protein, super great macros. I'm actually gonna say this in my Readwise. By the way, I also did a Readwise, shameless plug, Readwise review, but I actually used Readwise, as you saw. I just like added it. So this is like beef stew meat. Oh shit. Chinese 5 spice powder, fish sauce, black pepper, avocado oil, ginger, lemongrass. Yeah, this is all pretty easy. Yeah, and like you can just make it this way. Oh my god, this is making my mouth water. I can't stop. I haven't eaten lunch yet, by the way. I'm like starving right now. So yeah, pretty crazy. But that's my favorite Viet dish right now. Kind of curious, like, what are some of your comfort foods, your favorite cuisines? I'd love to kind of hear as well. But for me, growing up, I actually had a Yitnam like babysitter. So that's like the bridge people. So they're ethnically Chinese, but they migrated over to Vietnam. And what's really, really interesting about that is like I used to have quite a bit of like Viet food back in the day. So like we had the braised catfish, which was like one of my favorite dishes, like by my babysitter. It was so good. I didn't know what it was until I had it later in my adult life. I was like, oh shoot, I remember this dish. That was really good. Yeah, so like we've been just like, it's nice, like there's like certain like my palate's pretty open, but like I've been recently like craving those type of dishes. And then from like a protein and macro point of view too, I've been just enjoying like a lot of steaks. So I've been going out to eat steaks to celebrate like certain milestones in my business or certain things that are happening, like whenever I get a small win, I just go out for a steak these days, which has been pretty cool. Been following the Hormozy method of like a protein shake, a steak, and then like another meal, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, but like honestly, like it's been really nice just like meal prepping and just like preparing all my meals, especially with the egg salad concoction I've been having. I bought this, I'll post it in the chat really soon, but one of my favorite meals for meal prep right now. It's very simple. Can you tell that I really love cameras, guys? Like it's pretty crazy. But what's really interesting is what was I going to show you? Oh, this thing has been a lifesaver. Not this one. I bought this in 2019. Mine actually broke, and Dash has a really good affiliate not affiliate program. Dash has a really good like customer service thing where like they actually, my thing broke, but then they replaced the whole thing, which was really cool. Sorry, I think that was an affiliate link that I just posted. That's why I said affiliate. But yeah, like it's kind of cool. Like this is a egg cooker, and what you can do is like it cooks eggs and like really quickly. I make like soft boiled eggs, and then I'll mix it with like avocado oil or something like that. And like sorry, I mix it with like avocado mayo, and then add some celery and all that sort of stuff into it. I mean, now that I'm going carnivore, I'd probably just eat the eggs by themselves, but it's a really fast way to just make a ton of eggs all at once. So I've been really enjoying that. Just having protein shakes in my fridge at all time. Laugh my ass off. Look at that Amazon front page. Yeah, I've been just like really wanting, like, here, I'm gonna show you this. So this is my Amazon front page, right? I've been looking at a few cameras recently. This one has, let's see, I've been looking at this camera, I think this lens. Yeah, so I've been looking at this camera. This is the G9 Mark II. It's basically I'll post it in the link too, so you can take a look at it. This is like a micro four thirds lens, and I really like this because it's really compact and small, and they have like better focus. So if I ever go out of focus on this camera, like it's happened to me before, where I'll shoot a video, it goes completely out of focus, and I'm just like, what the fuck, and I have to reshoot again. That's not so fun. So this has better phase detect focus, but it's a micro four thirds, and since I have a GH5, I bought all these lenses that are for smaller cameras, and they don't work on the bigger cameras. But this is a really nice camera. It's a good photography camera, and I'm trying to get more into photography, especially for the YouTube channel, for the thumbnails. So that's one camera I'm looking at. Another camera I've been looking at too is Lumix S5 S5 Mark II X. This camera is like a full frame camera. It's also by Panasonic. It's really nice because Panasonic has really nice colors and also has really good stabilization. So this is probably the camera I would buy again if I was like born. If I want to be a content creator, I would probably pick this one up. And has really good stabilization, and this is not the lens I would get. Where's the lens I want to get? It's like, where the fuck is it? That's not it. The lens I want to get is like a 2.8 something. I can't find it, but that's like what's been on my wish list. And then a camera that I recently bought. I don't know if you guys are into cameras. I might be losing y'all, but it's okay. I love cameras because I love YouTube. A camera that I just bought, not from Amazon, but I bought it from this one. This one's been flying off the shelf. If you can, like, people are upselling it over like $800 and shit, but like it's really cool. So I've been wanting this creator combo for the longest time, but it's not until like January 2nd, which is crazy. So not so fun. This is the third. Oh shit. This is like the next camera I'm trying. I actually have ordered, and it's coming to my house. But yeah, that's kind of like, yeah, it's really dangerous for me to buy shit like on Amazon and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of like my life right now. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm curious, is anyone like just trying to save stuff to like buy for Black Friday? There's a few other than the camera stuff, which is really, really cool. In addition, I've been looking for a iron neck. So basically an iron neck is like, I feel like what's that show called where they just like pitch you like fucking things after things? That's what I feel like right now. But this is the stuff I'm like really, really interested in. I'm really interested in this thing for jujitsu, like the iron neck, because it's really, really good for like neck stability and reducing, like fixing your posture and shit. That's something that I like really, really like. That's something I'm also trying to buy right now too. But yeah, this is like all like, but there's a time and place, man. Like it's easy to get sucked into buying so much shit. And recently I've just been kind of more minimal. I'm trying to actually go through my whole house right now and just get rid of things that no longer serve me, that are no longer add value to my life too. So I'm planning to do that as well. Cool. Dude, I feel like, does anybody else feel like they just got pitched like over $2,000 worth of stuff? I do. I felt like I just pitched you guys like a ton of shit that you probably don't need. But cameras, like workout gear, sleep gear, it's all stuff that I really, really love. Actually, I can show you some of the stuff that I bought recently. Yeah, like I'll show you all the stuff I bought recently for my sleep. And yeah, because like sleep has been such a huge part of like my routine recently that like if I don't get good sleep, it screws up the rest of my day. And so here's the stuff that I actually bought this week. You can literally see my buying habits, right? So I bought this eye mask over here, and basically what it does is it heats up your eyes. There's like you see this thing, like this Renfo thing, and there's a clip thing. You can actually insert a sleeping, what's it called? You can insert like essential oils in here too, right? Like yeah, it comes with a little like unscented chip thing, and basically you can put aromatherapy in it. It can warm your eyes, so it acts as like a warm compress and stuff to help like prevent styes and all that. That's been really, really interesting too. So that's one thing I bought for sleep recently. Let me just make sure I don't dox myself. Hold on, one thing. I'm so confused. Hold on. So I'll post that here. The other thing I bought recently was I bought this pillow. Honestly, this pillow is all right. One thing I wish it was a lot harder, like a little bit harder, because it sags a little bit. But I've been trying to improve my posture while sleeping too, and so this is like a cervical memory foam pillow. It's all right. I might return it. I might look for another pillow that's a little bit more stiffer. This one has like higher ratings, so I might go for this one instead, because I think the previous one was like a knockoff. I'm not quite sure, but this one has 12,000 reviews. Maybe I'll add it to my cart. Cool. And then something that's been really, really cool for my sleep too is this got a little bit more expensive, but I basically bought this weighted blanket too. And weighted blanket, like I've heard things about it. I actually bought one in the past and it was just all right before, but I had some of the highest sleep scores with my Aura Ring, which tracks all my sleep. So that's been really, really cool. And then what else did I get? Oh, I got the sleep supplement. This was really, really interesting because there's like ashwagandha in here, 5-HTP, which is kind of like a serotonin, like increases serotonin, theanine to relax you, GABA, you get really lucid dreams, and melatonin in here. So I've been taking this about like 90 minutes before I go to sleep, and I just started 2 days ago, but I've had some of the highest sleep things in a while. What else did I buy? Oh yeah, something I've been watching like with Hormozy is that he has like, he has these products, like he has the nose strips, but something I think about is how do I like increase the airflow. So I bought a set of these, so I'm gonna see which ones like feel the most comfortable. Honestly, these ones at the bottom, so if I go here, right, the bottom ones, like these things like here, aren't that comfortable, but I want to try out these like other coil things and just wear it while I work, wear it while I do jiu-jitsu, just increase the nasal, like the air that I breathe and stuff too. So that's kind of like what I've been up to recently in terms of optimizing my sleep. So pretty sure I lost half of you. Yeah, I did. I lost like 2 of you guys, but there's not too many people here. So you guys know that I'm like into a lot of different things. I'm into biohacking. I'm into like jiu-jitsu. I'm into productivity. It all plays hand in hand too. Anyways, guys, we're at the 40 minutes. I think this is a good time to just like head out. I appreciate all y'all coming today, and we had the OG Seton, we had PH Donnie who showed up and all that too. Very, very cool stuff. Tune in next week. I'll probably do another live stream, I'm thinking, and just share kind of updates with my week. I like doing this like maybe once or twice a week, or sorry, once or twice a month. It's just really, really nice just like connecting with y'all, and just like it's a really cool thing for me to do personally, just to document like what's going on in my life too. So, and it forces me to get a lot of shit done, because if I don't, then I'm in deep shit. So yeah. Anyways, guys, let me know what is exciting for this week for you guys. I'll end off with this. Some things I'm really, really excited for this week. If I look at my calendar, which I'm not going to dox. Let me see what I got in my calendar. Some things I'm really excited for are I'm hosting my mastermind this week and going to be doing some really interesting things there. I'm probably going to collect some testimonials, work on the sales page. I'm hiring a VA this week, and just I'll have all my content calendar done for the next 2 months. I'm just really, really excited about everything, and even though it's quite exhausting at times, I wouldn't trade it for the world. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Have a great day. Peace, my people.